I'll try to be as brief as possible, for I believe blessed is the speakers who give short speeches for they'll be invited to speak again. So, actually, in Mombasa, I've had some affair with Mombasa since my childhood. When I was 12 years old, I used to go to Mombasa and admire the Mama Gina Drive, the way the ships coming through. I always used to imagine myself living in those pretty houses. Those are bordering Mombasa Golf Club. I'm very sure for those of us who have been to Mombasa have seen that. So as I studied through the schools, through primary, through secondary, after school I went to Kenya Utalii College. I worked for Air France. Then after a while I went to Air France closed down, so I had a choice to look for another job or go continue with my studies. So I continued to America. In America, you know, to settle is rough. So my first job actually was construction. I was a manual laborer for a while. Then, as on my daily duties, I used to see like the real estate agents, the mortgage agents driving in with some nice cars and dressed really good. Then I told myself, why not be? Why should I be a manual laborer when I can be on this other side? Okay, now I changed that way. So I went to school to study real estate and mortgage. And I started talking to those guys. They explained to me like how they do it, and actually they mentored me into real estate. From then on, I've been in real estate till now. That was like 2002 to today. And actually, after my first years, my first real estate deal I ever made, the first thing I did, I bought a plot in Yan, half an acre. Then I held it for a while. Since I knew I couldn't do Mombasa, I couldn't do Meru where I'm from, but I said I couldn't do Nairobi, I couldn't do Meru or Isiolo where I'm from. I decided Mombasa since I have had some romantic affair with Mombasa since childhood. So after a while I started developing the plot through families and relatives. You know, sometimes some of us who don't have opportunity to help professionals to help them back here, they love to use relatives, and sometimes it can be a messy affair. But I was lucky enough to have family members who have background in real estate and construction. They helped me a lot. So after a while, I did so many of them, so many real estate deals. We saw cities like Frisco is one of the major cities in America. It's in Texas. We saw it come from ground. It used to be a ranch, and now it's one of the biggest neighborhoods. Even the former President George Bush has moved to that neighborhood right now. We saw that come up from scratch. And after a while, the markets went down after the recession and credit crunch and all that. So I decided to shift my base. Since I had gained a lot of knowledge in America, I decided to come back and put the knowledge into use. Then, when I landed to Mombasa, I realized all my knowledge meant nothing. I had to start from scratch. So I went on a 4-month research. Every day I would wake up, pick up an agent, take me around Mombasa from morning to evening. Then that agent would introduce me to some other agent. I would pick up the other agent the following day, he would take me around. So I get to learn all the insights of Mombasa, all the areas, from Bipingo, Lamu, Malindi, all the way to Lunga Lunga. I don't think there's any part of Mombasa I've not been into. Then after that, after 4 months of good research, I decided the business to start.